Hi guys, Al DeMarco here, and this is going to be your Monday video report. Free selection in the NBA coming up in just a moment. Going to break down the Denver-New Orleans contest for you. Finally picked up a win on Sunday. Yes, picked up a win. I was shocked, much as you were. Ohio State actually hitting free throws there in the final couple of seconds to win by 11, laying 10 against Penn State. But the Nittany Lions, I'll tell you, one hell of a good battle they put up. Of course, I know most of you, all you care about today is this little thing. Little bracket mania, and I'll tell you what, probably by tomorrow morning my bracket will be available for you to download here online, and in tomorrow's video I'll go through a lot of tips that I can give you, because you know, brackets are science. I mean, it's a great form of gambling. You've got to look at the brackets, and there's certainly some tips along the way that I can pass on to you. I've done very well with my brackets over the years, winning numerous pools. I can tell you one thing, I think the key in terms of winning this damn little thing is you've got to be on the right side of 23 or 24 first-round games. 23 or 24 first-round games, because if you do not have that many teams going forward after first round of play, your chances of winning in later rounds are greatly diminished, because you just don't have the overall pool or number of teams still qualifying, still available to pick up wins as the rounds progress. So again, key number 23 or 24. Each of the past 4 years, I've had 25 or more teams come through the first round. And yet that doesn't mean you take every single favorite. And this is where it comes into paying attention all year to the mid-majors, to the smaller conferences, the Colonial Conference, the Missouri Valley Conference, and conferences like that. Because that's where in the bottom half of these brackets you're going to find what some people would term upsets, but in reality, they aren't really that much of an upset. So those are the keys, you know, you've got to look for in the first round. And of course the other thing is, you know, with rare exception, you're not going to have all 4 number 1 seeds, you know, ever getting through to the championship round. So you've got to take a look at this and say, which one of the 4 top seeds are going to go down first? Ohio State, Duke, Kansas, Pittsburgh? Frankly, I'm surprised Pittsburgh got a number 1 seed. Yes, I realize because of the quality of competition during the regular season in Big East play, that's why they got the edge over Notre Dame. Yet Notre Dame beat Pittsburgh, right? Makes no sense. Notre Dame advanced in the Big East tournament. Pittsburgh gets knocked down in its opening game. Still makes no sense to me. But I can tell you right now, I think Ohio State and Pittsburgh are the 2 top seeds that get eliminated here probably in the Sweet 16 to Elite 8, somewhere in between there. And again, I'll have my entire bracket put up for you tomorrow. And the other thing that you have to look for in terms of brackets is look for the teams that are on a roll, and also the teams that have outstanding guard play, because guard play means so much when you get here to the postseason. You just saw it in the conference tournaments, you're going to see it again here. So, you know, you've got a Villanova team that started the season 16-1 and then just slid on its keister all the way down through the regular season, and then getting knocked off, blowing a 16-point halftime lead by South Florida in the opening round of the Big East tournament. A team that is sliding. Looking elsewhere, sure, you had an Xavier team that got beaten, upset in the A-10 quarterfinals by a Dayton team hell-bent on revenge, yet the Musketeers are a darn good quality team. You know, I think they're going to beat Marquette in the opening round. Going further, you've got a Washington team that generally, you know, I think is a good bet to get down to the Sweet 16. An excellent opportunity for the Washington Huskies, but a team that's also playing extremely well. Sure, Georgia played in the SEC, a better conference in the Pac-10, but Washington has certainly done its job. You know, then you've got to look at some teams that are riding a roll right now. You know, San Diego State, as long as the other team doesn't have BYU on its uniform, the Aztecs did damn well this season. And, of course, took care of business against BYU in the Mountain West Championship game to earn their number 2 seed overall out in the brackets. Another team that is playing well on a roll right now, well, you know, I'm looking up and down here and I'm going, well, geez, where's that team? It's Connecticut, guys. I mean, we just saw the 5 games in 5 days. Sure, it may come back to haunt the Huskies later in the tournament as their legs give out after playing so much action in the Big East tournament and winning it all, but Is there any hotter team on a roll right now than Connecticut? So those are some of the things that you want to look for. Teams that are on rolls, teams that have been sliding as the regular season ended and also did not fare well in their postseason tournaments. And again, as I said, you've got to be aware of the mid-majors, how those teams do in the bottom half of your brackets, because that's where you're going to come up with some of the wins that will give you those 24 or 25 first-round winners that you need in order to have a successful bracket. I'll go through with more tips for you tomorrow, and as I said, I'll post this as well. There's the winner. Can you see it? No, you can't see it, but that's why I'll have it tomorrow. Anyway, let's get to your free pick today. I'm going to go with the Denver Nuggets plus the 3 at New Orleans. I mean, listen, the Nuggets are 7-2 straight up and against the spread since trading Melo to New York. They're coming off a 131-101 rout of the Detroit Pistons at home on Saturday. Now, New Orleans, a team that has been streaky all season long. Hornets have now won 5 in a row, covering 4 of those contests. Chris Paul is back in the lineup. They are just 1 game behind 5th place Denver right now in the Western Conference standings. Even if they win tonight, however, New Orleans still will be percentage points behind the Nuggets. The New Orleans Hornets are 2-0 against Denver this year, but remember, they haven't played them since the big trade. I'll tell you what, guys, I like the Nuggets in this game. Yes, I'm going to go with the Nuggets. They have covered 9 of their last 10 games overall. Their last road game was a 116-97 rout of the Phoenix Suns on the road. They are 3-1 straight up and against the spread so far on the road since the trade. I like their depth. I like their strength in the middle. Remember, even though Okafor is back for New Orleans, he certainly hasn't played well or contributed much for the Hornets. So even though it's a small price at 3, I think there it's almost a trap, almost luring you into taking New Orleans. I'm going to go the other way and play contrarian, and I'm going to go ahead and grab the Nuggets plus the 3 points as your freebie. Good luck, everybody, and I'll catch you again on Tuesday.